So this is a deck that, one, probably has a good Storm matchup as is, and two, it is generally trying to play multiple spells in the same turn. Plus, this is a donation list and they didn't submit it with that card, but I'm not sure I'd want that card even if it was my deck and I was making the choices. No, I pretty much only play friendly leagues on stream these days. The naming convention of the leagues is done in a way to encourage players who think of themselves as more competitive to gamble more, because if players are gambling more, they're giving Wizards of the Coast more money. They're not friendly or competitive in the sense of the actual competition that you're playing. The competition between the two different types of leagues is basically the same, especially in Modern. The types of decks you play and the quality of players you play against is very similar in both. The difference between the two types of leagues is that friendly leagues have a flat prize structure. They reward out prizes for all records, whereas competitive leagues are top-heavy stacked prize structure. So if you're having a bad day, you'll be vomiting a lot of money playing competitive leagues, which encourages you to spend more money. Peace, Paracel. See you in a bit. Lost my Tarmogoyf. Fetch Blood Crypt here, probably. Remember, we're not a shadow deck, so we can just preserve our health total here. You don't need me undies. Mac Weldon provides premium men's clothing, and in a recent independent underwear study that came across my desk, they were rated better than me undies. They were number 2 on the list, and me undies just got a mention at the bottom that we tested these, but they didn't make the list. So check out Mac Weldon for all your underwear needs. Using code Jeff Hoagland, you can save 20% on your first order at bit.ly/HoogleClose. Extreme Gamer, this is not Magic Google. Mac Weldon did not sponsor the study. It was done on some other random site. They bought a bunch of high-cost underwear or premium underwear brands, and they had a bunch of different people wear them around. Thoughteize. Let information. I assume this is gonna die. Oh, they're playing Mardu Pyro. Okay, interesting. Why should I use Manamorphose to cast Tarmogoyf? This Manamorphose could be a 1/1 for a Pyromancer later. It could do a lot of things. Would you ever model it for the stream? Alright, so this is actually kind of tough, right? I think I actually just want to take the Terminate here. Well, they have Kolaghan's command to get the Bedlam Reveler back is the issue. So I'm pretty sure I just want to take the Terminate and just, like, beat them down. Yep. I'm going to cast this Faithless Looting, I think. I mean, I guess those are lands we don't have to draw now. And if they play Pyro, they don't currently have a way to make a thing with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have... Alright, I'm just going to kill this and keep attacking here. Because, like, if they want to get value off this Kolaghan's command, they're going to have to take another hit from the Tarmogoyf. So, like, we're just going to beat them down pretty quickly. Another PZ is pretty good. All right, so their hand is Kolaghan's Command, Bedlam Reveler, and then one card I don't know. I guess I'm going to start by just attacking with this Pyromancer, right? Or just Tarmogoyf, whatever this card's called. They draw Bolt. They have one card I don't know. They did not draw Bolt. Deal. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and Manamorphose for red-black here. Hoping to hit a removal spell at this point. That was a mistake. I could have had one more damage on my Tarmogoyf if I'd have done that pre-combat. So they have 5 instants and sorceries in their bin. The Fatal Push is like their best draw here, right? They could Fatal Push my Goyf and then slam Bedlam. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You're so nice, opponent. I would love to discard these Lingering Souls. Thank you. Those are pretty good draws. You think there are a set of circumstances that see decks like Kiki Court or whatever becoming valid good options in Modern again? I don't think they were ever good options. Like, you say again, but I don't think those decks were ever good. Like, I've played them, but like most of the decks, what you have to understand is like most of the decks people play in Modern aren't that good. Like most of the decks people play and enjoy playing are like generally kind of mediocre in power level. Modern has always been kind of a fast and brutal format. Yeah, baby, you've been that value. They hit a land here, they get to flash back their own Lingering Souls here. But like, they have to chump block this. So if they're chumping this, and they can't trade with both my spirits, which is great. So they have cards in their hand, but we're definitely ahead on board here. Hopefully the fact that I missed that 1 point of damage doesn't come back to haunt us. I suppose they could trade spirits if they want to chump block with their Bedlam Reveler. Like maybe they have a piece of spot removal in their hand and they just want to get the board completely clear. Probably not, Bob. Probably not. I'm not sure there's anybody else out there that loves a freaky Kiki quite as much as I do. All right, we have Demonic Tutor for Treasure Cruise next turn. We have Demonic Tutor for Treasure Cruise next turn, which is exciting. And we put a Lingering Souls in the bin there. Man, this deck grinds like a mother. This matchup's probably not bad for us. Like, their deck grinds too, but we've got more Bedlams than they do. Is he an EDH card? Where else can you love Kiki Jiki? Where else is your love for Kiki Jiki allowed to flourish? Has to be EDH, right? Don't you know those cards are banned, right? I knew I'm going to be streaming for a long time on these days, so I brought snacks down with me. What deck do I think are not mediocre? Humans, Hollowed One. I don't know. Go look at the Goldfish results. Kiki Pod and Canadian Highlander. That's great. Kiki Pod and EDH. That sounds hot. Whoa. They're jumping my Goyf? Okay. I was just assuming I have delirium. Thankfully I do. Cash treasure cruise. We're not 4 colors. We're 3 color. Do I have it listed as 4 color traverse? I do have it listed as 4 color. Oh, I guess we are 4 with lingering souls. We don't actually take that much damage from our lands. Like, we're only at 14 here. All right, I'm gonna mute myself while I eat this granola bar really quick, so you don't have to listen to me chew like a gross person. To answer your question, Burgle, I incorrectly referred to the deck earlier as a shadow deck. It's not a shadow deck, it's Traverse Pyromancer. I need 2 more cuts here. Maybe this many engineered explosives is bad. Just board in 1. Need 1 more cut here. Yeah, Decay's probably not good enough. Buy that for $1. I think I like the rest of the cards we're playing. Oh, plug the food. This was a Sunbelt Bakery. What type of granola? Oats and honey chewy granola bar. They're my favorite. This stream is in no way sponsored or endorsed by Sunbelt Bakery, but Sunbelt Bakery, if you're out there, it could be. I guess I'm keeping this. This is what you get when you sign up for your whatever. God. God. Just gonna move on with our life there, chat. Move on with our lives. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes they want it more than you. Look, if I were to become a food critic, I would be an expert critic on 2 things. Snacks and frozen foods. Those are the 2 things I'm good at. I'm gonna bottom this, I think. God dang it. Stop. Stop. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna fill in my other dealer's choice decks with more green black. I think Batman, the deck's very good. Just looking for like a genuinely good interactive deck to play in Modern. I think green black's a great choice. Golgari Charm, gonna give it to you. Ain't that the truth? We do in fact have our singleton answer to this charm. Reese's dipped pretzels. You hear that? Things like that, those are the reasons why I'm a fat American. Reese's dipped pretzels. Please review monthly snack boxes. My article this week on Gathering Magic that'll go up on Friday, I should have a spoiler of it done Tuesday or Wednesday for the subs in Discord, is going to talk about why green black instead of Junder Abzan. Because that's the number one question we played. Why should we do this instead of splashing the third color? I really wish I could get Amazon same-day delivery where I live, because I would certainly get those same-day delivered. That one. Get it out of here. It's just all right. Getting my bits badge. You should accept that a matchup is unwinnable right around the time that you realize it takes you too many sideboard slots to make it better. That was fatal. This Bedlam Reveler was a decent draw. Fetch land would be sweet too, because it would turn on these traverses. I'm going to traverse for a forest here, and then cast the Grim Flayer, I think. Let's get that in there. We have 3 card types, or 3 instants and sorceries in the bin, so that means after we cast this Traverse and get a 4th land next turn, we'll be able to cast this Bedlam Reveler, which is nice. Whoa, is this gonna connect? Is this gonna connect? I hope they have a Kolaghan's command and they were hoping to kill this. We just get to punish them for waiting. Good riddance. All right. Maybe we get a Tarmogoyf. Get in there, you big old 5'6" hunk of glory, you big old hunk of Kolaghan meat. Get him. Get him. Get to the Kolaghan. The goof is loose. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 4-mana dork right now. Hard cast Leyline of the Void. Deal. Deal, sir or madam. Your sideboard card has resolved. Yargle is basically Geist-of-Sage trapped. I think it's time to go on a cruise, ladies and gentlemen. I'll throw her back on top, I think. Yeah, I agree. I think Leyline's much worse than playing Nihil Spellbomb if you're going to play that type of effect. Hey, lamps are cool. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can help me stay here full time. So thanks for putting your Prime towards my channel this month. Don't damnation me. Yes, resolves. All right, so you're dead on board? Hey, shows in 05. There's a lot of excellent people streaming on Twitch. Thanks for putting your Twitch Prime towards my channel this month. I do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's hanging out here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I do this full time now. I'm here 30 plus hours a week. My schedule just changed up a little bit though. So type exclamation point schedule in chat to find out when I'm going to be live and with what. You can also support my content past subscribing by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And finally, Mack Weldon provides premium men's clothing. Using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/Google Clothes, you can save 20% on your first order of polos, t-shirts, underwear, all sorts of stuff there with them. So be sure to check them out. We're 1-0 in this league with 4-color Traverse Pyromancer. And let's head on into the second match now. How was the life EV change of going full-time? Well, it's nice to just be focused on streaming, right? Like for a long time I double dipped, and while I was making content I was also managing the kids here. Yeah, the Black Red Obliterator deck seems sweet, and actually someone made a really good suggestion for it. Hey, Shinier, thanks for the game earlier. Red Green Eldrazi in the Rug deck. Thanks for the content. Thanks for the 2-month free subscription. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Yes, I would play the Black Red Obliterator deck again. Someone had recommended Karn for it, and that seems really sweet because that deck was like missing a way to kind of close the game and generate card advantage, and Karn can do both of those things. So I'm gonna hold off on casting this Faithless Looting just yet because I kind of want to give myself the maximum number of chances to hit a Lingering Souls with it. Also, if I cast the Faithless Looting's post Pyromancer, they make 1/1 tokens for me. Yeah, Baby Karn. We're going to try Baby Karn in Affinity 2 today. So the deck we're playing after this one is going to be robots. That's a fatal push. I think I'm just supposed to do that. I think I'm just supposed to kill this dead. And I'm going to go ahead and do this now. So I just use my mana this turn. I think it's just these two. So when do we start seeing the polo shirts on stream? I have a couple of t-shirts and a couple of polos from them. I wore them on a couple of streams last week, and I'm sure I'll have them on again. Usually when the polo is clean, it's one of the first things I reach for. They're very nice stuff. Play this Tarmogoyf out. It's good in the Hardened Scales deck. That's neat. That's like the pseudo affinity deck, right? Another cake, man. Sure. I'm just going to start beating them down. I think we need to just kill them ASAP. I just play what the people pay me to play, okay? None of my... The only deck that I've chosen to play recently are just kind of Hiri and Jeskai Nahiri and that other deck. Green Blackrock are the decks I've chosen to play. Somebody was bound to miss 3, but Inspector. This dude is real powerful. Oh, that was gross. Glad I have these Kolaghan's commands, I guess. Yeah, it seems neat. I know Bob and Cheese had played it a little bit and was enjoying it. Have you heard about the birds? I said a bird. Bird's a word. I said a bird. Need to get a footrest for under my desk, I think. So I'm sitting down, I can be fully lazy. I don't know. I need to go back and look. I remember being pretty happy with the list we played last time. I don't know that I'm really going to change anything too drastically. Make red black here, so if we had a land we can call against command. I'm going to push this and just be a little aggressive here. Feel like we could have another Wrath coming. The fact that they cracked that clue instead of playing out more birds makes it feel like there might be a Wrath looming. The Dust Elemental deck was the Torpor Eater deck. The Torpor Orb Eater of Days deck. The opponent's playing Martyr Proc. It's a mono white control deck. Leans on sweepers, oftentimes ghostly prison, stuff like that. Well, the cast out in the main deck would be over the Dismember, so the Dismember also kills Zombie Fish. You have a Dismember, 4 Lilianas of the Veil, and then 2 Maelstrom Pulse to kill fish, plus you can just block it with Tarmogoyf. Well, that just fucking happened. Good lord. Good lord. I'm pretty sure this matchup is bad for us, believe it or not. I'm about to gain 80 here. Inspector gonna give it to us. I'm attacking with these into the 6/6 because this is only a 6/6 while they have 30 or more health. So, oh, these are 1/2s. God damn it, Hogland. I'm so dumb. I'm pretty sure I'm checked out at this point. We're dead. I'm just gonna move on with our lives. Just gonna move on with our lives. Let's head on to the next one, shall we? It's like Elvish Visionary. It should only be a 1/1. We've been thoroughly inspected and found largely unworthy. All right, take 2. Take 2. The old 1/1, 1/3 pair up. Opponent playing a 61 card deck. Okay. That looks good. It's the same person we played a second ago. It is not. Well, this Last Hope is pretty good. I think I'm actually just going to play this tapped. And like play Last Hope next turn and eat this. Because I think there's a pretty good chance that my opponent has removal, right? So I just want to like kill their Pyromancer before that. I don't want them to like kill my Pyromancer back. Soul Sisters is probably a fine deck, as always. I would like to see an exact deck list before I say yes or no on anything. Try not to agree to things if I'm not informed on them. Yep, the mill deck finished 3 and 2. Last Hope is so good. I'm gonna mute myself for half a second while I eat these almonds. Aren't there people who are like good at Fortnite that you'd like to watch who aren't me? So we'll probably see Lingering Souls flashback here. I like how they bolted this and not the Liliana. Do they have another bolt? Okay, that makes sense then. 4 card types, huh? You gonna make green black with this? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're gonna make green black with it. We're so smart and thin, chat. Just the smartest, thinnest Magic streamer. Fillet them alive. Give them the beatdown. The deck is named incorrectly. It is not Traverse Shadow. Magic's fun. I like Magic. It's a sweet game. Has a lot of really neat interactions. Just, you know, very, very interesting game of Magic. They have no cards. We're still ahead here, right? And we have 4 Manamorphose in our deck too. I'd have to have hair in order for my hair to be great, I think. So I'm gonna bin that, hit OK, put this back on top of my deck so I can cast spells next turn. Cast this. Your move, Yugi boy. Nice Blood Moon. I'm not going to concede. That seems fine for us. We've got 4 Manamorphose. We're ahead by a lot. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Oh, they have no cards in their hands. I guess I should shock them then. So I missed a point of damage here because I should have shocked the token and bolted them. It doesn't matter. They'd be at... Oh, wait. It does actually matter. It's actually... Is it the difference between lethal and not lethal? It is the difference between lethal and not lethal. All right. EE seems fine. Golgari Charm is great. Kalitas is great. I like to trim the discard spells in matchups like this. I just want more of my cards to be live off the top of the mid to late game. Liliana is not particularly good. bring a Terminate in. Seems fine. Alright, let's do it. I mean, they just didn't really have draws in their deck to not die at that point. I mean, this deck technically has a cantrip, right? And if I hit the second land, I get the third, probably get the third land. Gosh. Ask me what it's like sometime, chat. The answer, fucking great. I think Kalitas is fine. Kalitas gains his health. It doesn't die to lightning bolt. It exiles their things from the graveyard so they can't get them back with Kolaghan's command. And Kalitas is more than reasonable. I'll play Grim Flayer out. I think whatever we play here is going to eat it. This way we can stick a big Tarmogoyf, hopefully. Yep. Yeah. Things that don't die to Bolt are very good against Bolt decks on average in general. Yep. Resolves. That is certainly a thing that has just occurred. Show me on the doll where the Bauble touched you, opponent. Show me on the doll. Please indicate for the court where the Bauble did you wrong. That's what this card is, right? It's just like the giant middle finger to Baugles. This Lingering Souls is probably just going to be like a gain 20 for them. Yeah, and I think if they have it for beating Baugles, like bringing it in here seems fine. All right. They have Butcher asking the real questions. Is there a Butcher in my future? They've had enough. They've had enough. All right. Well, other than mono white control, we're grinding them down. 2-1. 2-1. Slow and steady. Thanks everyone for hanging out here today. I appreciate it. Got almost 900 people in here. I'm streaming almost all day, every day during the week now, starting about 10 a.m. Central Standard Time and going for 5, 6, 7, 8, however many hours we can fit in the day. If you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to do this full-time like I do. You can also support my stuff by supporting my sponsors. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your Magic cards into other Magic cards or cash directly with their players. There's no haggling. They just take a 1% fee off the top. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anoronix, Justin, Nivik, and you. At the very least, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. If you can't catch me when I go live, be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hogan. 100% of my streams get archived there, and I break them up by deck so you can watch just the stuff that you care about it. What's it like working with scrubs like us 10 to 5? I'm enjoying it so far, Gundog. Hey, Goose620. If you're one of the many people out there who has Amazon Prime, like Goose, that gives you a free channel subscription to a channel of your choice every single month. Goose, I know there's a lot of excellent people producing content on Twitch, so I appreciate you choosing to support my content this month with that. Well, if this is a good time for you, Bonek, you're going to be able to catch a lot of them live. I'm going to be live about this time every single day during the week. This hand's fine, right? This gets Swamp, and then I get to Faithless Looting away this Lingering Souls. Actually, I'm probably going to lead on looting, right? Since I have the souls in my hand. This goes a little bit bad for us if they play a discard spell and we brick on a land. Seems pretty good. How do you feel about bidding Bedlam Reveler? I can buy it back with the Kolaghan's command later. Yeah, I'm gonna bid Bedlam Reveler for now. Chat's not all bad. We keep the spewing to a minimum around these parts. Oh no! Oh no, chat! Oh no! Historically speaking, the Valakut deck is very bad for decks like this. Prime for you, I just wish I wouldn't have to manually reconnect every month. IO streamer. If you don't, there's a 7-day window, I believe. So if you remember to re-up within that window, you shouldn't have to reconnect Discord. At any rate, thanks for the continued support. Goose, as a heads up, subscribing to the channel doesn't automatically bump a deck in the queue unless you subscribe at the tier 2 or tier 3 level. The $4.99 and the Twitch Prime subscriptions, those just let you put decks into the queue if you wanted to. Definitely taking the Scape Shift here. Playing this out. I can actually... Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and go bolt upstairs here. Fetch a... Oh, do I have another green source? Shit. Did I just missequence my lands here? Crap, I don't have another green source. Well, that was a mistake. I wanted to cast Traverse this turn, so I should have fetched Mountain, because that puts 4 card types in the bin. So now I'm behind a mana next turn because of my sequencing. It's really unfortunate for me. Well, their hand is a whole lot of nothing currently, which, if you've never played against Scapeshift before, that means they're going to play Bloodbraid Elf this turn, and then they're going to play Primeval Titan on turn 6. Hey, J-Bot. Thank you very much for the 2-month resubscription. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. All right. That's a Tarmogoyf. Man, I kind of wish I had a 1-mana threat to go get. I think we have Traverse Shadow coming up in the Q2. I wonder if this deck's actually better than Traverse Shadow or not. It's almost certainly worse against these combo decks, right? Need them to brick for like 2 turns here. Scapeshift is lethal. Titan's effectively lethal. Holy crap. Did this Titan Shift player brick? I think they missed, chat. I don't understand. Opponent, are you aware that Titan Shift players aren't supposed to brick? I feel like they're gonna get their Titan Shift card taken away. How are they supposed to make scrubby mid-range players like me feel bad if they brick? I feel myself calling them Tarmogoyfs also, and my self-loathing bumps up a notch every time. Oh, please be dead, please be dead, please be dead. Yeah, it's kind of like this weird amalgamation of those things, right? Hey, Davis Minimus. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Thanks for supporting my channel with that this month. I do appreciate it. Welcome. New subs, be sure you pop over into the subs Discord server as well. We do maintain that. We talk about Magic and stuff throughout the week. You get previews of the articles that I write in there, as well as, you know, just lots of general gaming discussion, Magic, Hearthstone, all sorts of different stuff. Lots of channels for lots of different things. I partake in a good deal of them. Hey, Jackal Girl with the $12 donation. It was awesome to see you play the deck. Thanks for the advice. Let's run it back and put Blue Black Mill in the queue. Sounds good. I will get that re-added. Oh yeah, K-Command's... I guess K-Command rebuys Fulminator Mage. Is Lingering Souls... Kalitas is Polycock. I mean, we do kind of kill ourselves. I don't think I agree with the assessment we don't kill ourselves, because it feels like we do. It definitely, yeah. We've got Thoughtseizes, we've got fetch lands, we've got a 4-color fetch land driven mana base. Yeah, I think Liliana just rebuy Fulminator Mage is worthwhile. I want all of my ways to redo my Stone Rains. This isn't even a good Hearthstone hand. Mulligan that one. I mean, this hand's doing stuff. Okay. Huh. So this is a little aggressive, but I'm gonna bin these two, because what that does is it allows me to have... Oh, I didn't need to bin the creature because I was adding sorcery. I was gonna say this gives me Delirium guaranteed next turn. I guess I could have kept the Liliana maybe. Fleet turn 2, 4/4 will be good enough here. Yeah, I probably should have kept the Liliana. That's a good hit too. Like, I'm gonna get to go Grim Flayer this turn, and then I'll get to curve Pyromancer, Thoughtseize next turn. So very reasonable 1, 2, 3 here. We'll see if we can apply enough pressure to actually close the game out before we die, though. Yep. There's no way they can brick 2 games in a row, right? There's just not a chance. Pretty obligated to Thoughtseize since they can Titan us next turn. All right, what have you, opponent? I would like to seize all of your thoughts. Maybe not Burgle. Grife's a better clock, I guess. Oh, not in a million years. Holy dicks. Oh. Although I guess they would have been able to kill Goyf with Anger Bolt, right? And now they're going to kill Grim Flayer with Anger Bolt. We finished 3 and 2 with Mill. I've 1, 2 instants and sorceries in my bin. I think I'm just gonna full on bury all of these here. Just like take a fresh shot. Take a random, please. I expected Anger plus Bolt here, I think. It's like pulls off the pressure at the table. Really? Okay, so we're gonna bolt the Pyromancer. We're saving the Anger. That seems greedy. That was an okay draw. Hit with this and see what we get. They can't even block sack because we have trample. It's okay. When it doesn't die and it's a 4/4, it's very good. But like, The cost of putting cards like Mishra's Bauble and random things like that in your deck are not free. This is my 6/7. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Alright, opponent. Are you going to join the 3 little piggies in your house of brick? Or are you going to kill me? Bloodbraid Elf is in the Valakut deck because it's a ramp spell that comes with a 3/2. Everything it cascades into is a ramp spell. Alright. They're dead through a Titan even here, right? Let's tireless tracker. Dead through a singleton blocker as well. Yeah, I really think the turn my opponent played the Sakura Tribe Elder and bolted our Pyromancer, they should have just angered plus bolted our Grim Flayer and cleaned the board up. Nah, they're dead next turn. What's going on, Ian? Howdy, howdy. Stand up for this last one. After we finish this 5th match in this league, we're gonna play some Affinity next. We're gonna try out some Karn, we're gonna try out some little Karn. I'm blanking on its name. It's Urza something or other. On pace for the 3/2, yep. People that have been here before, hope everyone enjoyed the ride up. Turkin Durkin. It's going well. Blue-Black Mill was sweet. We're heading into the 5th match with this one. Scion of Urza. Yeah, that's the one. We're gonna play some Affinity with some Karn in it after this. Karn Affinity. Karn bots. Do 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 do. What all do you need for Big Spell Hunter? You need Rexar, and you need the 4/2 bow, and you need to the side. Those are the, I believe those are all the epics and legendaries. To my side, whatever it's called. Rocky Horror is amusing. We used to always go and see that once or twice a month in college. There was a place that did it live not far from where I stayed for school. Hey, we get to roll with the Karn emote. That's great. That's great. If you look on Disgusted Toast website, Apprentice of Bolas, there's a Spell Hunter list under tier 3. Shadowcast is where they do it live, right? Where the people run around the theater while the movie plays. Opponent mulligan to 5. Bogles. Lotus Bloom Basic Island. Okay. Yeah, we've got one in the main and one in the board. Yeah, I'm actually... Okay, so it is ad nauseum. Should I take their Angel's Grace? That's one of their combo pieces. I'm just gonna cycle all of these. Okay, yep. I'm actually testing we're probably gonna play it tomorrow. I've been testing a hunter list that's more mid-range that doesn't play the To My Side or the bow package, because I'm not sure that being minionless is worth the upside that To My Side offers. Alright, we need another black source for that. That being said, this Pyromancer backed up by this Bolt should offer a pretty quick clock. Opponent stumbled and fumbled a little bit, so that's good for us. They're missing another land drop this turn. That's a Tarmogoyf. Because, like, I really like Rexar, and I like the trap package and the spell package that the deck plays, like the lesser whatever the gem is that upgrades and makes more wolves. I posted a list in Discord last night that has the 3-cost minion that discovers another minion from your deck. Alright, so there's 4 card types in there. Well, I get to Abrupt Decay the crap out of this. Get it out of here. Yeah, I have seen the Shutterwalk deck before. It's neat. I'm currently out of dust to build anything new. I've been debating giving Blizzard more money because I really just want to build more sweet decks in their game. Their standard format's quite excellent right now, it feels like. Yeah, Flanking Strike is great too. Kill Command is also just like insane reach. Alright, ad nauseum. Surgicals, Collective Brutalities, Abrupt Decay, Golgari Charm, Fatal Push out, Terminate out, Last Hope out. Need 3 more cuts. Yeah, I actually really like Odd Rogue. I have an Odd Rogue list that I've been liking a lot. Odd Rogue and Spell Hunter are the 2 decks that I've been playing a bunch of. I guess we don't really need Lingering Souls to grind. That's fair. Like, the Bolts as Reach are probably better and to trigger Pyromancer faster. What are my general thoughts on Dominaria? I haven't really been following Standard, so I don't know that I really have good quality thoughts on Dominaria in general. Easy mulligan. This hand doesn't really do anything, but it's got Brainstorm in it, so we'll keep. We just need a threat, right? Yeah, I don't know. That's why I was kind of confused when they went, when they played Basic Island on 1 with Lotus Bloom. I was like, oh, is it not Ad Nauseam? Until we looked at their hand. That seems pretty decent. This draw is pretty decent. So I'm gonna go ahead and bin this and bin this. Next turn I get to play Dr. PZ, and then we have Manamorphose and Decay to go to work. Think Teferi could be a real thing in Modern? Yeah, Teferi's been putting up a bunch of results in Control decks. He was in the top 4 Jeskai deck at the Open this weekend, and he did well in the Modern Challenge the weekend before that, and he did well at the Open the weekend before that. So, based on what I consider to be the definition of a cantrip, Faithless Looting is not a cantrip. It's technically card disadvantage. It doesn't replace itself. It's filtering or card selection, but it isn't a cantrip by the strict definition of what makes a cantrip a cantrip. Now you could argue that maybe I'm just being a little bit of a neckbeard by like splitting that hair there, but I think it's a meaningful point to mention. And yes, I agree. Ancient Stirrings is the best cantrip in Modern. It's not particularly close. Alright, so since I don't have a lot going on here, so I have 2 choices. I could Manamorphose and try and hit a discard spell now, or I can Abrupt Decay. It's still not card neutral when you flash it back. You've still spent a card to not replace itself. It's just provided selection. So if my opponent has Simian Spirit Guide, Ad Nauseam, Angel's Grace, they kill us here, but I don't have any way to play around that. So I'm just going to go ahead and Manamorphose during the upkeep here and then attempt to Abrupt Decay this Lotus Bloom. And hopefully they don't have those three things and we get to kill their thing after they missed a land drop. Please don't kill me. 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 I need to turn those off so I can correct this fetch. The old value ad nauseum. Bold. Yeah, that was a lot of good hits for them. Our deck concedes to Blood Moon or the opponent's deck? Because our deck's pretty reasonable against Blood Moon. We have 4 copies of Manamorphose on top of having Traverse for our basics. God, it's still so weird to be streaming and not have screaming children somewhere in my house. It's gonna take some getting used to. They gotta stop at Angel's Grace, right? Yeah, that feels like the one. We get to flashback looting next turn and hopefully find a discard spell. They do potentially need more mana though. They don't have Pentad Prism or anything like that going on. We're still here in Twitch chats like a screaming child. You're not wrong. In many ways, they are very similar. Me either, and that's great. Yep. Declan was so excited to go to daycare this morning, and like it's for 3 to 5 year olds that group he's in, so like they like do like school type, preschool type stuff. So we told him that he was going to school like Jake, and he was just over the moon that he was getting to go to school. So I'm hoping that his enthusiasm for getting to go keeps up. Excellent brainwashing. He's gonna be like 15 someday and be like, y'all watered down my Gatorade and you told me daycare was school. What else did you lie to me about? Thoughtseize, please. Thoughtseize, please. Da 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 da. Ask me what it's like, chat. The answer, fucking great every time. That's what it's like. Double Angel's Grace. Oh, they didn't hit another ad nauseum. Well, that's good for us. We need a Jeff Sings emote. Would it just be a bunch of people like covering their ears? What can I get you for? Because you're just gonna have to figure it out yourself, you know? No, because I have Liliana to Edict the Monkey. I thought about taking one of the creatures, but the fact that I have Liliana I think makes it fine. Oh, they could have killed us there, right? No, because they need another turn. Yeah, I did that fine. That was fine. How do I die? They have to draw a card, chat. Their thing's dead. How do I die? I like taking the Angel's Grace because it gives them one less turn to fog me. And they don't have mana. These come off next turn. Even if they drew Serum Visions, they were still a mana short, right? 3 mana for their thing. Serum Visions, Angel's Grace, Spoils. That's 6, and they only had 5. Wait, did they just mess up? No, because they also have to draw a card. They also have to draw a card. All right, well, we dropped a match to mono white control, but we 4-1'd otherwise. I don't know. Like I said, I think we have I think we actually have Traverse Shadow coming up at some point in the queue, and I mixed this up. I labeled this Traverse Shadow, but it's not. This is 4-color Pyromancer. This deck, we did so much damage to ourselves with our mana and our Thoughtseizes. I kind of feel like not playing Death Shadow was kind of silly. So I'm interested to see, in comparison to this deck, how the 4-color Shadow, Traverse Shadow deck feels, because I feel like we kind of just like aren't leveraging an advantage that we could possibly have by not playing Death Shadow. But this deck was powerful. I think if you like the cards in this deck and you enjoy playing it, it's a very reasonable deck in Modern. It's playing a lot of reasonable Modern legal cards, and Tarmogoyf and Thoughtseize are great. That's what I'm saying. At any rate, let's get to something a bit more aggressive here. Let's play